So on today's topic, we're going to be talking about high probability order block, right? And what is the secret? What's the secret to identifying high probability order block? So if in a downtrend, the best way to identifying a high probability order block is in a downtrend when the recent candlestick takes out the previous candlestick high, right? So in a downtrend, we'll have something like this in a downtrend. If the previous candlestick, which is this one, takes out this previous candlestick high, right? This is where you are most likely to identify as your high probability order block. Why? Because liquidity has been taken out here, right? If you observe here, you will see that liquidity has been taken out at this point. So what we'll do is we'll mark it as our high probability what's order block in the hopes that price is going to come back in the future and tap on this order block and continue trade to the downside, right? Conversely, if we're in an uptrend, you want to see candlestick take out previous candlestick low, right? So the high probability? Where's our high probability order block? Okay, right. This is one of the markers our what's high probability order block. Why? Because the liquidity has been taken out here, right? So let's move to the line chart. So here in this first scenario here we have this previous candlestick close below like this, right? So in this scenario, liquidity has been taken out here. So what are we going to do next? So we're going to mark this one as our what valid what order block, right? As our valid order block. So you also observe something. Is this a is this a high probability order block? No. Why? Because there's no liquidity available here, right? So you have this first move and you have the second move. In fact, it's more like a single candlestick mitigation here. In our next video, I'm going to talk about single candlestick mitigation entry. So say we have a scenario where we have a breakout of this structure here as per we're in a downtrend. We have a breakout structure of this level here, right? Where's our first pullback? This level here. This level is what's our first pullback. And what did I say about first pullback? I said our first pullback should invariably be what? Our first pullback should invariably be identified as our level of inducement, right? So this has mean price comes to take out inducement. I always say something, guys. Do not buy or sell until price takes out inducement, okay? So let us mean price takes out inducement here like this, right? Let us mean price takes out inducement like this. What order block are you willing to? Would you be willing to sell at? Would you rather sell at this order block or would you sell at this extreme order block? Well, for me, I will sell at this extreme order block. Why? Because it's more high probability than this one. So this one might be a trap to induce early buyers and early sellers, right? So I'll wait for price to tap on this extreme order block and continue trading to the downside. Correct? Correct. So you see some people marking here as their order block, and you see that after price gets there, price might only give you observe that when price gets here, price will give you a little reaction, right? Markets might give you a reaction like this after taking an engagement. And this is the seasonal PO I usually tell you guys about, guys. So price might tap on this guy on this order block and give you a little reaction. That is because of the people that are selling on this order block. Then price is most likely to tap on the extreme order block, right? And then continue trading to the downside. Makes sense? Yeah. So I'm going to choose this one as my high probability order block. So moving on to this bullish perspective here. So where is the high probability order block here? Where is the high probability order block here? Here, right? Why? Because liquidity has been taken out here. We have this previous candle. We have this recent candle take out previous candle low, right? So there's liquidity available here. So I'm most likely to identify this point. I'm most likely to identify this point as my words. I'm most likely to identify this point as my words. High probability order block, right? High probability order block. This is trap to induce what early buyers and sellers. This is trap, and after the break of this structure here, after the break of this structure here, after the break of this structure, here's our first pullback. This is our first pullback here. And what did I say about our first pullback, guys? This is our level of what inducement. When we've identified our what inducement, we'll start to look for high probability order blocks. You can take the risk or the buy and the sell, correct? So what I said about identifying high probability order block, you have to make sure that liquidity has been taken out in that zone or in that area or in that order block, right? So in the future, I might be anticipating price. I might be anticipating for price to take out inducement like this. Probably give a little reaction, then tap on um this order block here, right? Tap on this little order block here and give a little reaction to the upside. Why? Because there are so many people that marked this point as there was order block to take buy at. So so why people are buying in this order block here? I'm simply waiting for price to what rally down to tap on this extreme order block, which is also known as our what high probability order block before the rally to the upside. Right? So a lot of people always make the mistake of marking random order blocks on their charts. No, you have to be specific, you have to be precise. All right. So let's move to the live charts now. So looking at the example we have on the screen here, we have price already like this on the upside, right? Very high, very low, like this. And now there's a break of structure here, right? So tell me, about this break of structure, where's our first pullback? Here. So here's our first pullback after the breakout of this structure, right? Now, can we identify the other box here? So which other block here do you think is high probability? So if you look at the screen where we have two other blocks, so we have this one and this one. So which other block do you think is more high probability? So let's break this out. Let's break this down, yeah? So we have this other block here. Why am I not going to choose this other block? Because if you look at this recent candlestick like this did not close. So this recent candlestick did not close what? Did not close above or did not sweep this previous stick high. It didn't take out the liquidity there, right? So it's more like this is how the candlestick closed. So the other block is invalid apparently, right? It's more like an inside bar, which makes it what invalid, right? So on the other hand, we have the other block. And if you look here, this other block took liquidity here like this. It swept the previous candlestick high. Liquidity is available here. So what are we going to do? We are going to mark this entire. So let's see what happens after that. So as you can see, price came here to tap on this high probability order block, and after price tapped on it, what happened? You can see that there was a reaction to the downside like this. And if you want to, if you are taking a trade, you put your sell limit here and profit targets here. So in our next video, I'm going to be making a video on flip entry models. Follow me for more.